What's up guys, Thomas here, and today we are doing the setup and the first flight, my first flight of the GEPRC TinyGO 4K FPV kit. If you're coming from my unboxing video or my full specifications video, welcome back and thank you. So yes, we have the kit laid out right here, and we talked about the unboxing process and the quality of this drone. Today we are going to do the setup and then my first flight with this FPV. So let's get started. I think we're going to start here from left and go all the way to the right. And these goggles are box goggles, very affordable, very small. And these things hopefully do the job well. Now, one thing to consider when using these things is that these are the cheapest type of goggles for FPV shooting and flying. These are box goggles, they're very cheap to manufacture, but they're not so accommodating if you wear glasses. We have the set here for the goggles, the antennas. We're going to install those first. These are two 5.8 gigahertz antennas. You have a charging cable to charge the goggles. I've already pre-charged mine prior to this video, so we'll put this right here. And you have a A and a B antenna right here. We're just going to remove this red plastic covering, take this off. And these antennas, they can flex left and right, but they have a thread on here. You just thread this on. And you thread the other one. While I'm doing this, I was kind of tempted to turn these goggles on while I was charging this, but that's a bad idea. So the first tip here is never turn on any accessory, any controller, receiver, goggles with the antenna off. These devices are made to broadcast with the antenna attached. If there's no antenna, it could short, overheat, or just short out the entire circuit, the board, and then destroy the system. So as I said, these things can flex, and that's good because you can probably fold this for packing or just unscrew it. I think these are designed to be straight up. You can upgrade these to directional antennas. So if you're facing your drone, it will give you more of a directional pattern and then have a better range when you're flying outdoors. This goggle is also interesting because it also is equipped with a DVR. And that means just like a DVR for TV, it will record your flights from the camera on the drone. Now, a lot of people don't recommend you doing an auto search. If you know the channel for your drone, just do it manually. For today, I'm gonna see if it's gonna find the drone by itself. If not, then we'll do a manual search. So right now, this goggle is almost done. Right now, we are gonna put the SD card or the micro SD card in here. I have two of them, one for the drone and one for the goggles. Bought these yesterday. They recommend a class 10. This is greater than that. This one writes pretty fast. And I think there's a limit as far as the card space you can use on both the drone and the goggles. All right. The ports on the headset, the goggles, they're kind of weird. They're very at a 90-degree angle, so it's not as easy as going straight down or straight to the side. And we have the micro SD card in there, terminal facing down, which is good. So this thing is ready to rock and roll. There it is. Hopefully you can see that. It's just static. Channel E1, power that off. So that works. Looks like a analog TV antenna. We'll move on to the radio control, the transmitter. This thing is very light. You have all these switches on here. And I guess we'll go over it quickly right now since we're about to fly it for the first time. You have two joysticks or gimbals. The left side here, in this case, this is a Mode 2 kit. Mode 2, usually we use that in the US or America. And a lot of our quads and drones use the throttle on the left. This one here is not like a DJI where it's spring centered. The gimbals are very light. I wish they had a little bit more weight or resistance to it, but hey, so be it. This is used for, as I said, the throttle to increase your propeller speed, and this is to yaw the actual aircraft to make it actually turn and pivot. We have forward and back with this one here, and then left and right. Now on top here we have a couple of switches. Each one is a specific channel. This is an 8-channel transmitter. Let's start with this one here. This is the arm button. That's probably one of your most important buttons or switches on this transmitter. You have on lock and lock. This would be the arm to on arm. So on most other like drones, traditional camera drones, you would have a switch or button and that would put the drone off or start it. This one here does the same thing. This would start the motors and stop the motors. As far as this is the auxiliary port, this is aux4. This one has no purpose. It's a customizable channel. You can use this for some other feature. Now we have 3 switches here. You can bind or attach 3 separate drones to this controller. Then we have the main switch here. This is the on-off switch. And then we have a switch here. It says normal, buzz, and crash flip. That's fine. Normal mode is your normal flying mode. The next mode right here is the buzz. So say, for example, you've lost your drone. Then you can hit the buzz. There's a buzzer in the actual drone, and that will give you an indication where to find the drone. The third one is the crash/flip. Now, this is a pretty cool mode. Not all quads or beginner FPVs have this mode. And that's in case you do crash your drone and it's upside down. Instead of walking to find your drone and you have perfectly good signal, you can actually hit this flip button and then move the controls to actually flip your drone back from inverted back to the regular mode. So in that case, now you can use the controls to bring the drone back to you. Pretty cool feature. It's also called turtle mode because when the turtle goes in its back, it's hard to flip over. We'll keep it in normal mode for now because we haven't crashed as of yet. Besides that, you have a 3-position switch here. You have acro, horizon, and angle. For right now, we are going to start in angle. I highly recommend you start your drone in angle unless you have some crazy drone experience. The next mode is horizon. Now, this mode will let you do some flips and some acrobats, but it will return the drone to the horizon. The last mode is acro. Makes sense, acrobatics. This one has no stabilization. When you do a loop or a flip or a roll, once you release the controls, it's gonna be in that orientation. So if you're partially tilted or partially nose up or nose down, it's gonna stay in that configuration until you adjust it. That's the really advanced mode. I probably will not venture in that mode today, but for now, we are gonna start in angle mode. Back here, you have a battery compartment. So we're gonna do it right now. I have my screwdriver, if I can find it. Here it is, I have my Phillips screwdriver, and then take it out. And there you go, you have a slot for 4 AA batteries. I don't know if you can put rechargeable batteries in here. For now, I'm just gonna use regular batteries. And yeah, go from there. 1, 2, make sure it's off, funny. All right, so this thing is now powered with the battery or has the battery in there. Now, guys, initially I said this thing was super light. I was really concerned about it. Once you add the batteries in here, it feels like a really adequately good weight and a pretty decent weight, not too heavy, not too light. Let's set up this drone here. There's not too much to do here as far as setup with the drone. This kit comes with 2 sets of batteries or 4 total batteries. Because this is a 2-cell, it uses 2 batteries per flight, so we have 2 sets. Pretty cool. Make sure you charge these things before you use them. And here's your charger, and conveniently enough, it has 4 ports for 4 different batteries. Okay, so we have 4 of these set up. These are 1 cell, these are 530 milliamp hour. And the cool thing about this is you don't need any special charger. This is the charger right here, and it has multiple ways of charging. You have a USB-A port right here, so you can charge this to any battery bank, which is really convenient. I can't stress that enough. Mostly every car has this kind of port, and we have all USB banks everywhere. In my case today, I will be using the battery bank right here. Here we go. We'll keep that right here while that's happening. Now, I also did buy an extra set of batteries, so 2 batteries, which is an extra set, and these are already charged from last night. So while these are charging, we will put this into the drone here, put 1 in here, put the second one in here. That's it, guys. This drone is ready to go. This thing has a lens cap on here for the 4K camera. This is a 4K drone. They also sell it in the 1080p version. Besides that, make sure your camera angle is appropriately angled. And that's it. Oh, one thing I forgot, I totally forgot, is the SD card. And that's a big thing here. SD card again, same size, same style, high data rates. This one will probably need a higher data rate because this is a 4K camera. Let's find where the slot is for this SD card. That was hard to find. Oh, I see it. Wow, jeez. All right, guys, it's hard to see. There's a little slit, like very tiny. I don't think you can even see it. And I might need a little pliers to get that in there. All right, so I think we have it here. In this case, you want to have the terminal facing up. All right, that's in there. And that's it, guys. She is ready to fly. We're gonna set up here. I would highly recommend you fly this thing outdoors for the first time. When I say outdoors, I mean like maybe in a park, preferably with no wind or low wind. But since we're here with this nice studio, all this space and perfect lighting, we are gonna try it here in the studio first. Now, as I said, I don't recommend doing that. I would highly recommend, and it's really cost effective, is do a lot of flights, do multiple flights of your first flight in the sim. There are a lot of simulators on the market. You can use your controller. In this case, this controller is not compatible with those simulators. There's actually no ports to plug this in, so you can't use this controller for that. And yeah, guys, what do you think? Should I do it? Doesn't matter, I'm gonna do it anyway. So let's get the first flight underway, and hopefully I don't crash. I mean, we have carpet in here, so it's not too crazy. So let's get the camera set up, and then we'll do our first flight. Hopefully it all goes well.